Let me know if you can see my screen. What is the SAP architecture? If you remember the last session, no? SAP architecture. No? So now if you want SAP access for today, you can ping to Gayatri. She will give you for today.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Right. So first I'll show quickly for 2 minutes the SAP architecture. Then we'll get into SAP system. What is the architecture of SAP? The 3-tier architecture. Right? Presentation layer. This is what we discussed in the last session and as well as in the demo also. Presentation layer, application layer, and then DB layer, database layer. What the purpose of presentation layer? What the purpose of the presentation layer? People are even wrong also be interactive. What is the purpose of the presentation layer?
To show, sir.
Oh, actually it is a GUI layer. GUI. Interface layer, I mean user interface, I can say instead of user interface layer. It's where you connect now. Okay, now you are going to execute all the programs. Huh? Once you write a program, you write here in the presentation layer. Programs will execute here. Okay. And then if there is any database related activities there to bring the data and all, control will go from here to here, brings the data and then execute. Okay. So in the last session, right, I showed you the data flow. Right? Any SAP day-to-day, right? SAP day-to-day. What is the purpose of SAP? SAP technology. What is the main purpose of SAP technology? Why we go for the SAP? What is the full form of SAP? In data processing, right? What exactly with SAP we will be doing? We means client will be doing. Or what type of business is required the SAP? This is ERP software. ERP software. Okay. What could be the ERP full form?
Enterprise resource planning.
Enterprise resource planning. What could be the enterprise resources? What could be the different types of resources in a typical organization? Enterprise means nothing but organization. Resource science means like sales, business activities. Okay. Purchasing business activities. Okay. Purchasing business activities. Or billing, invoice related activities. So billing or invoice. Or finance, you can say best. Finance activities. Okay. For resources, all the resources planning, employees information. All this is called as a resources actually. In organization resources, to maintain all these activities like sales orders, so purchase orders, so billing documents, so invoice, so materials information, all these things. So SAP software will be best suitable so that all the data is being integrated. Data will transfer across these different SAP business areas. So that is what SAP has developed, the different SAP modules. These are different modules actually. This is what we call as a resources. SAP resource, enterprise resource planning. Maybe here it could be production planning. Production planning. Production planning. Okay. Like this. For all this, SAP has created one SAP separate model. So what the SAP once you purchase, right? These models will come as part of the SAP license software. For all these things, the backend code is ABAP only. ABAP. For all this is one model, one consultant. One resource will work. Here 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 one resource will work. For, for all these areas, ABAP person is common because ABAP is programming language. What is the purpose of programming language? Any programming language, whatever you know, maybe Python, C, or anything, Java. What is the purpose of programming languages? Why we need the programming language? Maybe you might be knowing already Python, different programming languages, Java and all, right? What is the purpose of the programming language?
To give instructions to the computer.
It is like instructions, okay, so that to do the activation, automation of the activities, basically, right? So to perform some task, that's what we do. Programming language is to perform some task automatically when we execute it, right? So if you remember, right, from the first class, I am taking the concept of the KSRTC only, right? Programming language backend. If I go to here, right? For example, here, just to make understood clearly, I'm taking this one as an example, right? Example. Otherwise, SAP we don't use for creating this type of websites. Be very clear about that. If I go to here, Bangalore to Hyderabad. So whatever the screen you are seeing, right? What do you call this screen? So I'm searching a bus from Bangalore to Hyderabad. Date is 22nd. So this screen, right? This screen, what do you call in general? This site website, what do you call? Now, this terminology is very important. You might have come across already in your part of your education or something like that, but still, this terminology is same across the technologies. What is this screen called? UI interface. User, you are user, right? We are users or not to this website. So this is user interface. Okay. This has been developed. This want to come means backend maybe JavaScript, right? Or any scripting language might have been developed. The programming languages. Okay. Once you search the buses, so what will be the output? If I click on this things, what is the output you'll expect? Hello?
Number of buses are available.
So all the
Bus
buses, whatever is available from running from
bus.
Bangalore to Hyderabad will list out. Right? This is the output. Backend is coding only, right? See, to get this data, backend is the code. This is the code. Because of the code only, you'll get this type of output. Okay. If you don't have this code, think of, we should go to the KSRTC Majestic bus stand, then go to the, be in the queue. Okay, ask for the bus. Then they'll go and write in the manually. Right? So they'll give the manual ticket. And then they will check the buses available, the tickets sold and all. Everything was manual. That manual thing we did automated through that programming, through this website. It's what a concept of any programming language. Same here, ABAP as well. Okay. Okay, now I'll show you what is the sales order, purchase order, how it looks. Okay, then we'll get into the database. For that, what we should do is go to the transaction system, SAP system. Go to remote desktop. So you have already received the SAP access. Okay. It lost this option to check it. I mean, not check it here. You are giving the system IP address to connect the remote desktop. Click on connect. It lost the username and password because already I have used earlier. So it has come. If your first time you are using, you may get the user ID and password like this here. Like this. You should give the ABAP username and password. This is not SAP, you are not logging as of now, you are logging to RDP, remote desktop. So this password, even if you types wrong also, system will not be locked. Even if you type more than 3 times also, this will not be locked. Click on OK. Click on yes. If you come this option, click on yes. Click on yes. Okay, this is the remote desktop. This is SAP. As I was telling, right, this is the foundation layer here in this flow. Foundation layer. So through the GUI. User interface. We connected now here. We are going to connect. Login. Right. You might be having only one option. No? Choose that. Double click here. Get into the SAP system. Login. ABAP test. Username. Password. Okay. Press enter. So as I said, right, if you type this more than 3 times wrong, what will happen? What will happen if you type more than 3 times wrong password?
Maybe it will block.
It will be locked now. Yes,
Mhm.
it's locked. Okay, this is the SAP skin, SAP system. Okay, this skin, what you see is the SAP backend developed by the ABAP programming language only. Okay, what is this one I said in the last session? This one, this is called this box.
Transaction navigator.
Oh, so transaction navigator, perfect. So you log into here. I hope you are all there in this screen, who are having the access to system. Okay. If you want to see what is this purchase order, what is the sales order, before getting into the programming or other things, I just want to show 5 minutes how it looks. Okay. You here as ME23N. This is the transaction code to see the purchase order. ME23N. So that you get some idea of how this SAP, what purpose the business will be using. ME23N. It's transaction code. ME23N. When you press enter, you will get this type of screen. Okay. In your screen, if you are not getting this number, I can type this number, copy paste in the chart window. Okay. Take this purchase document number. This is the number, purchase document number. Okay. Copy that number. Maybe if you're not see this type of screen immediately, click on purchase order. Click on other purchase order. This is how the purchase order looks. Copy paste here and press enter. This pop-up, how it has come is SAP code. Using which programming language? ABAP. Click enter. This is the purchase order document, we call as document here. Anything purchasing is happening in the company, so they go to user will go and create this type of document in the system through the ME21N. 23N is we went for display purchase order. So what the items they are purchasing here? This many items. How many items are there here? This is the items. How many items are there? Hello?
items are there.
10, right? 10 items are there. Right? Got the point? This is how the sales purchase order looks. So don't feel it as complex, not understanding, okay, or it's not what I thought ABAP means, okay. But to make you clarity of what is the outcome of the ABAP, okay, these schemes I am showing to you. We have not started the actual topic of programming or the ABAP. We're getting point here. So this is how the purchase
Sure.
order looks. Hello, right? With the ABAP, if you work with the ABAP programming language, this type of we call as application or document, we can build like similarly. Think of like as what we have seen just now, the website, similar like that. This is not a website, this is the document. We can call as a document here. So this can be built as a ABAP you develop it. This is developed by SAP because it is a standard SAP provided. If your customer required any new things like this, you will develop using ABAP programming language. Okay, this is the purchase order. This is how it looks, purchase order. Okay. So everything is the data will stores in the SAP database tables. Last session I showed you how to create a MM01 data will store. This also will be stored in the database tables. Okay. To see that information of this data, go to SC11. Do it parallel with me. If you stuck up, you ask me. I'll wait. Keep this like this /O SC11. O means open. SC11 means SAP database access can be done through this technical transaction code SC11 /O SC11. Press enter here. You'll get this type of screen. In this screen, you can see the data, which is going to be saved in the SAP system. Okay. Last session, we have done Mara table. Okay. Now this data where it stores is in two tables. One is main header table. Header means like if you go to supermarket, right? On the supermarket bill, what all you can see in the top? Please think and tell me this. The training is a thinking, enabling the thinking, and then working. If you go to supermarket bill, everyone will go supermarket bill, right? Supermarket, right? What do you see in the top of your bill? This
The
terminology is
name
very
of the
important.
supermarket.
What else? What else? Only name of supermarket. Supermarket address, you don't see it. Supermarket address, supermarket bill number, website, phone number. Do you see it or not? Hello?
Yes.
So that is the header data. This is very important with respect to SAP. Knowing about the header data, item data here. That is we call as header data. Header data, which is common for all the items. Right here, like supermarket name. Okay. So Reliance, right? Address, Whitefield. Okay. Phone number. website, right? Website is like www.reliance.com. Okay, and below you can see bill number also, right? Bill number 1. Okay, under this you are going to have all the items what you purchased here, right? What is the items, for example? This is related to SAP only, what I'm talking. Okay, item number, item name, okay, quantity, price per unit, price per unit, total cost. This is the items you purchase, right? This what in SAP also it comes header data, item data many times on regular basis. Item number 1. Okay, say suppose soaps. Quantity is 2 soap. Price one soap is 100 rupees. Okay, maybe 200 rupees. Not maybe it is 200. Item number 2. Okay, paste. Okay, you purchase a 2 paste. Each one is say 150, 300. Okay, third one. Shampoo. 3 shampoo you purchased. Each one is 100 rupees. So 300. Fourth item. So maybe you purchase some chocolates. So 2 quantity. Each one is say 200. Right? How much it become? 400. Fifth item, biscuits. So maybe you purchase some 5 biscuit packet. Each one is 50 rupees. And then 250. So what items data? So the data is common, right? This is a common. You went to the supermarket, you purchase these items. Okay. For this bill on the top, you will be having this information. Are you able to guess think or not? Hello? This is header data. This is the header data. This is the item data. Okay. So here also what you can see here in this purchase order, this is the header. This data is header data, this data. This is the items data 1, 2, 3, 4 data. Data will be saved in the tables. We'll see this all primary key, foreign key and all. Now go to SC11 to see the data of header data and item data. Give the table name as EKKO. Click on display. Do it practically. Go to system. What is this one I said yesterday, last session? This what you see currently, what do you call? What is this skin you call? Hello? Yesterday, last class, I said. What do you call this skin? This learning, right? After the class, right? You should go through the video of recording. What I teach, you should note down your notebook. You should prepare your own notes. Lot of concepts we'll discuss in the class. So every things what I explain is a concept, interview point of view. Thinking is very important. Then only it will be very effective, the learning, and then working in the ABAP, SAP. What is this? What is this I said? This type of skin? We will get into this one. We are not started this one, but last class I said this. What is this one? Structure of the table, right? Structure of the table. Table name is IKKO. This is structure. What is structure means? Because many of you are from computer science background. What is the meaning of structure of the table? Structure of the table. What is the meaning of structure? First of all, what is the purpose of a table?
To organize the data in a format.
Instead of organize the data, you can say that to store the data. That's the correct terminology. Right? Got the point?
Okay, sir.
So to store the data in an organized manner in the row and column format. Is a perfect industry definition. This is the structure of the table. What do you call all these things? This means check the column heading. This is the column heading, right? What is this you call? Fields. Right? Table will be having the fields. Fields means columns. Okay. Tables will store the data permanently or temporarily. Any table. That whatever you come to know in your other programming languages point of view, database point of view, data stores permanently or not in the database.
Yes, sir. It will store
It's permanent. That's the main
permanently.
purpose. Okay, as I said in the last session, right? So all our data is stored in the database of the other government other database tables, other database, right? Your PAN card will be stored in the database of the government tax department. Okay, so your bank account details will be stored in the respective bank database. Suppose you are using SDFC, all your account information will be available in the database tables of the SDFC, like that. This is the structure of the table. And to see the data of the table, go to here. This is the contents. Contents means records. Click this button. You see this type of information. This is a called as a selection screen, where you can choose the data what you want to print from the table. If you don't choose anything, if you click on execute button, the whole data will come in the output screen here. Okay, all data means all the records. Record 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. What is the meaning of record? Last session we have discussed. What is the meaning of record?
Group of fields data.
Correct. Group of fields is the nothing but a record, nothing but a row here. If you want to see that particular single record, right? Click on back, do it practically with me, what I am doing. Click on back. You can copy paste the number what I copy paste in the chart window. 450006. Here, copy this. 45500. Copy this. Copy here. Click on execute. This is a record, one record. You click on execute because header is single record only, always here. Here. This is the one record only. One record, but more fields. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fields here. This is a header. Item is more than one record. How many records are there here? Can anyone tell me what is how many records are here? Here. You tell me here how many records are there. How many records are there? Here in this box, this one.
Record, sir.
I think I lost the connection. Yeah. You see, how many rows are there here?
5 records are there.
5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 records. How many columns?
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct. Right? If you go to here, okay, this is the rows. This is the columns here. So one row means one record. These are the multiple field names here. This is header data, single record here. This is single record. Header means always single record. Header data. Insert header data. This is header data. Okay. Item data is, it will be having, how many items will be having? Think 1 minute. Header data is always single record. Okay. Item data will be how many for this purchase document number. See my screen here. If you are seeing my screen, right? How many items are there here? 1, 2, like this. How many are there?
10 items are there.
10 items. So 10 records will be there in the items table. I'll show that now practically. Okay, what I do is I'll go to the item table separate. We'll see all that. We have not started the topic of tables. We'll do it. Go to again SC11. This time the table name is different. EKPO. It's a SAP table. Click on display. Click on contents. Contents means records, data, execute. How many items are there here? How many records are there? How many records are there? Lot of concentration,
10
attention,
records.
all these things required for learning technology. Complete 100% we should do attention on what I am teaching. Okay, na? So, how many rows are there here?
10 rows.
10 rows. It's 10 records.
Mm.
Right? This is the concept of the, as long as you are in SAP, you will live in this terminology. Header data, item data. Any module, not only ABAP, any module, this terminology will come every day more or less. Items data. This is item data. 10 items you are purchasing in this document. You means SAP business people will be purchasing in the client by using this. For that, they use this SAP document or transaction code, ME21 here. Okay. This is the concept. We'll see all this, how, based on what concept here 10 records will be there, based on what concept 1 record will be here. Okay, now, so quickly we'll do one table creation, we do our own table. Simple table we'll do. Okay, do it practically with me. S11, go to S11. Do it practically with me. You can complete creating of table now today. So we are going to create our own table called custom table. SAP provided tables is called as standard tables, which are not starting with Z or Y. Okay. Our own table must be start with Z or Y. You can start with Z. Always practice. Okay. Before creating a table, right, you need a package here in SAP ABAP. Package like as a folder package. First, we'll create a package. This is the package. Under the package, you create a table, program, functional models, so all these things. Okay. First, you need to create a package. For that, go to SC80. Do it parallel with me. SC80. Can go here, /n, SC80. We'll get this thing. Choose this option. You are creating a package. Go to the package. Should go starting with the Z. Okay, MAH I given so that I can search with my name. You can give your 3 digits name here. ZMH underscore May batch, right? May 2026. Press enter. Click on yes. Case does not exist. Do you want click on yes? Click one more screen, huh? SAP. Only give the mandatory information here. Short description to store all my ABAP programs and tables. Okay. Application component is not mandatory. If you want, you can choose here, search here. Right? You'll get this pop-up. It says that which model it belongs. As I said, right? Different SAP models are available. Which model it belongs? Here. Go to here. Check if there is any materials management or like this. Materials management model is there here. You can expand this, right? Materials management. Go to purchasing log. Purchasing. Okay. So you are saving your package under this business area. Press enter here. It will ask the transport request. This is the flow. Why we need the transport request is SAP projects landscape is, I think this I said last session also, development system, quality, then production system. This is the landscape of projects. This is also they will ask in the interview. What is the SAP landscape? But just hold for 1 minute. I'll just join back. Following. So development system, quality, production. Okay. So if you want to move your programs from development to quality and to production, you need to store under the package. So this is the flow. Package will enable you to create a transport request. Under the transport request, you are going to create a table or program. Transport request. Under this table or program. This is the flow. So that this table or programs, database tables or programs and all, you can move from one system to other system. What is the development? What is the quality? What is the production? Anyone think and tell me? Quality. And then we can move that to production as well here. Do you come across this terminology or not? Especially the freshers, no? Maybe in a part of your computer science. No? Here, have you come across this terminology or not? Maybe in your SDLC, software development life cycle. No? Have you come across development to quality production? What is development? What is the quality? What is the production? Hmm? Hello? What is the development? What is the quality? What is the production? This is a testing system. Okay. And this is for all to write a program. So developing the programs tables here. What could be the purpose of this production system? Hello? You can think, right? Even if you don't know, you can think of. You can tell me what could be the production system.
The system which is used by the users.
Correct. So on the day-to-day, right? On the day-to-day, user is going to use this production system, the user system, user access system. Live business will run here. There is a point here. Live business. Live business runs here. Okay. So the point here is to move your programs from here to here, you need to store those programs in the package, like a folder. For that, we are creating a package here. package, and it will ask you transport request here. This is a transport request. Transport request will transport your programs, tables from development to quality. If you want, you can create a new transport request. Click on create. Not if you want, you should create a new transport request for new task. Here you can give the description. Here. Package for the SAP ABAP May batch. Okay. In the real-time projects, right, based on the module SAP SD, MM, like that, you give the description. You will be given the document for that to follow accordingly. This one not required. In the real-time projects, we will be having separate projects. You can choose that project accordingly. Here. Click on save here. Now, right, the description has come here now. Press enter here. No package has been created here. This is like a folder. Package is like a folder in Microsoft terminology. So this is the package we created now. So this package we can use to store our programs tables. This is the package. Okay. Now go to the table creation. How to create? We were trying to create a table, right? Go to here. SC11. What is the purpose of SC11? What is SC11?
Material master data.
No, SC11 is to see the data actually. SC11 is to see the tables data, all the tables, materials, purchase, everything. Click on display. Sorry, you are going to create a new table. Go to here. Create a new table starting with Z. Must Z or Y because our own tables. MH underscore EMP info, for example. EMP info. Click on create. Employee information we are creating in the table. Click on create. So this screen will come. Give the short description here. Employee information. This is the mandatory delivery class. So what is the meaning of delivery class and all, right? If you want to understood, you can press F1 in SAP and give you the documentation here. Inbuilt documentation. Put a cursor here, click on F1, function F1. You'll get delivery class for database tables. For controlling data transport of tables for installation and upgrade. Okay, we'll see what is the each one of this one. Go to here, choose option here. So there are different types of data in SAP. So one is master data and transaction data. We'll see more details in the next class. What is the difference between master data and transaction data? For now, if you want, master data is like the data which will not change frequently. Okay. Think 1 minute. Tell me what could be the master data in general. The definition for the master data is the data which will not change frequently. Think 1 minute.
As we discussed earlier, like bank details, other details, and bank code details.
Correct. So all that information will come under as a part of the master data. And what could be the transactional data? What could be the example of data for the transactional data? So it will be going on changing frequently. What type of data? Your bank account data is transaction data or not? Not bank account data, bank balance, amount balance is this transaction data or not? Right? Today maybe some amount, tomorrow if you spend some amount, today, tomorrow will be some other amount or something you deposited, right? It will be different like that. And the material stock also in the company will be going on changing, right? Based on the consumption. Suppose supermarket data, the owner they are maintaining. Whatever the items they are be going on consuming in day-to-day basis, the data will be going on changing, right? Hello? Are you able to imagine?
Yes.
Right? This is the concept. So we'll choose now the application table, master data and transaction data. Go to the fields. You can create the fields here. First field is client field. We see why we need this client field here. This is a data type. Make it a primary key. We'll see more clearly in next class what the exact meaning of primary key here. Okay. If you want, you can go for a built-in data type here. There are two types. One with the data element, one with the built-in type. Built-in type, generally we don't use, but still just to understood, click here. It'll give you the data type. How do you give the data type here? Go to here, search option here. There's the client data type here. Use that. Length is 3 characters. Login number, client number here. You can write client here. Save it. How do you save? Copy paste the package name what you created in the just previous step. Right? You created here the previous step where we created. We created through SCAT. Go to SCAT here. Okay, this one copy paste here. Copy this name. Save it. It asks the transport request now. Okay, because the table also should be under the transport request. Click on create. New request. Database table. Creation. If you want, you can go to this data as well. Save it. Enter. Save it now. Still is not enabled, right? Here. This next skins should be enabled. Go back. Click on change. Now this is enabled. So we'll give now employee number and employee name, employee city. Another 10 minutes maximum I'll take. This is the columns fields. Okay, employee number, employee name, employee city. So what could be employee number data types? Anyone from computer science background? What could be the data type for employee numbers or student number? Nothing but integer or numeric?
Integer. Employee number is integer.
Integer, right?
Employee name, care.
And is there? Employee name is character. What the character data type means? Character stores alphabets, alphanumeric, numbers, name, characters, special characters, everything here. Okay, here maybe 10 characters or 20 characters. Employee name. Next, employee city. Same character. You can give 20 here. Employee city. This is the description of the field. Save it now. This flag we call as flag or checkbox primary key. We'll see more clearly. What is primary key? What the purpose of primary key? You know, right, all of you. How do you define a foreign primary key? What is primary key? Hello?
It's a unique key, sir.
What is the unique key?
Employee number is the
Unique key value, right? So define the unique key record in a table. Check syntax. Okay, this is syntax check. Activation is this button. You activate this. Till there is a mandatory information we have not filled. We should fill this data class. Data class, what is the data class? Again, here is to choose here. The way the data should store in the database. Master data we are going to store. We'll see again more clearly in the coming class. So choose this one. Size category. It gives you number of records you are going to store in the table. If you choose the size category as a 0, it can store up to 6,900 records. If you choose 1, it stores between this number, 6,900 to 27,000 records, like that. Give this one. Save it. Back. Enter. Means we are activating. So insert the data into this table. No records, because only we created an empty table as of here. No records. To insert the data, go to here. Utilities, table contents, create entries. So this is disabled. Okay. Disabled means there is one option here. We will not enable this one. Go to here. Go to maintenance allowed. Means you can insert the data into this table. Activate. If you do the activation only, the latest change will affect. Click on utilities, table contents, create entries here. Now you can create a new record. You can give employee number as 100. Okay. Maybe employee name is Rajesh. City is Bangalore. So one record will be stored here. Save it. Now you want second record. Click on reset. Employee number. Can I give again 100 with a different name or not? Can I give same employee number?
No, we can't give.
No,
say
because that is the
different
concept of the primary key.
primary key.
It won't allow. because record is already existing the same number, 200. So like this, you can go on inserting the data into this table. Now, how many records are there in this table? Back, go to the contents, see the records here. So 2 records are there here now. Okay. So I'll stop here.